So, Stalker's Comic King here. Pardon the set today. I'm currently moving out of where I've been living for the last year or so for school since I'm graduated, and I wasn't supposed to be here tonight, but I got kind of trapped with the current weather. It was pouring down rain, so I had to delay my trip. It's going to be like 2 days instead of the one I had planned, which is a little frustrating, but you know, life, shit happens. But anyway, yeah, part of the set, but I had to make this video. I know I've been doing comic book videos, but you know, for me, it's Marvel. I mean, it's DC, Marvel, Star Wars, man. Those are my three pillars of my, oh shit, phone. I guess, fandom, right? But anyway, I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and a few weeks ago, I finished Andor Season 2. Now, there's been a current trend. I feel like it's been a trend. We talked about it in my first episode of Breakdown Beatdown when we covered Darth Vader, Imperial Machine by Charles Soule. Fucking fantastic book. Check it out. Go check that video out. We kind of briefly talked about it with my boys that like Star Wars is back, and that's what I want to talk about this video / Andor review. Man, I feel like, what can I say? I feel like Star Wars is back. I haven't been this excited. Not that there's Star Wars content coming out like right now as we speak, or that some of the projects that are slated for this year, next year, that like I'm super excited for. But I just feel like the franchise in itself is back in a certain way, if that makes any sense. Like there's hope again. You know that scene, X-Men Days of Future Past. I rewatched that movie while I was on my vacations. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies ever. And that scene where young Xavier loses hope and he has to talk to, his older self in the future. And it kind of like, he tells himself, like, you need to hope again. I feel like that's what, like, Star Wars fans are kind of feeling right now for just some reason. But it's just, I haven't been this excited for Star Wars content or been this excited and eager to rewatch Star Wars stuff in a long time and consume Star Wars content again. I'm a massive Star Wars fan. I freaking love it. But I think the whole fandom's kind of coming back and feels the same way I do, where like, when I say Star Wars is dead, people say Star Wars is dead to me. I tell people like, oh, Star Wars is dead to me. It's the franchise stuff and my fandom and love for it. That's not dead. That's not what I mean by that. I just mean like current Star Wars under Disney is dead, because like they've just been kind of overall, even though there's been fantastic projects here and there, say Andor Season 2, and just all of Andor, the franchise overall, they've been kind of running in the freaking dirt. But maybe it's just because Andor was so good, and the fact that, Battlefront 2 is popular, and I hate to say it, but fucking Fortnite got Star Wars, like, the Fortnite, that fucking game's huge, man. I love it. I mean, I play it. I'm a noob to it. I'm brand new to the game, but like, it's kind of crazy. But like, it's crazy to admit, but it's true. That game, that franchise and game is so freaking huge now that these seasons that they have, when it's got a theme or talked about a certain franchise, man, it gets people interested in that. And so like that, Battlefront 2, people want Battlefront 3. What else? Just Andor, and then freaking 20th anniversary of Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It's my second favorite Star Wars. Sometimes I feel like it's my first, but like every time I rewatch Empire, man, it's just fucking dank. It's freaking awesome. But Revenge of the Sith I love that film. And all its flaws, I fucking love it. And just the 20th anniversary, I got to see that in theaters with a couple of my friends, and it was just like amazing experiences, because I've never got the only Star Wars movie, so I got to see on the big screen had been the stuff Disney's made. But then a few years back, I saw I think the 15th or something like that anniversary of, they brought Phantom Menace back to the theater, so I got to see that on the big screen, which was awesome. But seeing Revenge of the Sith on this big screen was another level. Well, anyway, I'll get to Andor. I know I'm titling this video as like Andor Season 2 review. I'll get there. I just want to say I think Star Wars is back. I love Star Wars so much, and I'm just excited. And in a way, like, I'm not excited for it, but in a way, I am excited for Mandalorian and Grogu. It's just, I'm just happy to be a Star Wars fan right now. I feel like it's just the fandom's really at a kind of back, me along. I feel like with majority of the fandom, after they fucked up the sequels with, Rise of Skywalker and just the whole sequel trilogy in general, in my opinion, after they kind of like train wrecked it, we didn't hate Star Wars, but we just kind of like, we just need to step away for a little bit. It's like, you know what? I just need to breathe over here. I need to breathe, feel and let the Force bring me back to Star Wars. That's what I feel like it's kind of doing right now with the fandom. Just a lot of stuff, just good Star Wars content. Here's the thing. It's just like, stop it with all this bullshit that you're adding into your Star Wars content, all this random bullshit, no plans, no plan out anything with Star Wars, Disney. You just make, that's what I think with any franchise, you just make a show or movie that's just got fantastic writing, like Andor, and I use this to transition into that. People are going to care, and people are going to watch it. Dude, I'm blown away. Andor is the best thing Disney's ever done with the franchise. It is absolutely incredible. I mean, it's not only one of the best Star Wars shows I've seen, or the best Star Wars show I've seen. It's hard to top Clone Wars, but live action, like the best Star Wars show ever. It's just one of the greatest TV shows, period, that I've ever seen. It's fantastic. When season 1 came out, I kind of avoided watching it because, I'm a Jedi Sith guy, and it wasn't as mainstream as, like, I guess Mandalorian at the time. And it sucks because for me, Mandalorian's only the first 2 seasons. Book of Boba Fett, season 3 of Mando, get the fuck out of here. But first 2 seasons of Mandalorian, fantastic. I think as the Star Wars, like the Uru when it comes to mythology and stuff, and just feeling like just want Star Wars content, it's hard because I think in the terms of just the theme of Star Wars, I like Mandalorian more. But when it comes to a TV show and writing, I like Andor more, if that makes any sense. I know it's kind of confusing. I'm rambling a little bit, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. But it's hard to pick between. I think as the fan wants to pick Mandalorian, but it's just, but then Andor is just so damn good. It's just so well written. And dude, when it first came out, it didn't pique my interest. And one of my buddies was like, dude, you have to watch the show. He watched it, said, oh man, it's late. Just got back from seeing a scary movie. But he's like, you have to watch it. Best thing they've ever done. Then my dad watched it. He was like, dude, you have to check this out. It's incredible. And I was just like, they said, because originally the plan was it was going to be 5 seasons and cover all 5 years of BBY 5, counting down of, BBY 4, just counting down the years until the Battle of Yavin and A New Hope and Rogue One, right? It was basically going to lead into Rogue One, which obviously that's what the show does, but it was going to be taking place over 5 seasons instead of 2. Well, for time constraints and stuff, they brought it down to 2 seasons, and they just did 4 arcs of like 3 episodes each and kept it to 12 episodic show, which I think works. And I'm so glad they did that because, like, even though I would have been down for 5 seasons, I feel like eventually they would have probably had to throw in filler in there, and then also the actors' age and stuff. And it's just 5 years, a long time with all, COVID and all the writer strikes and the actor strikes. It just would have been a fucking difficult. And the thing is, with a Star Wars show, 5-season Star Wars show, you know how expensive that is? It takes forever to freaking make. It ain't like, a season of probably like, I don't know, Ted Lasso or freaking Big Bang Theory. I don't know, any other show. It doesn't cost that much to make. But I feel like, but also, well, maybe that's not true. It's also a lot of the sets in Andor, I'm sure there's a shit ton of green screen, obviously. But it's a very practical Star Wars show when you look at Mandalorian and stuff like that that's shot on the volume stage. So, they will crank that out a lot faster than like Andor, because Andor, they wanted to go old school with it. But I just they wanted me to watch it. And so originally when they were telling me to watch it, my buddies and my dad, it was the 5-season plan. I was just like, I really liked Rogue One. I didn't love it at the time. I love it now. It's easily the best aging movie that Disney's made with Star Wars. It ages the best out of all of them. And I rewatched it and it hits on another level after Andor. Incredible. Maybe I'll talk about that movie another time in a separate video, but I used to like Rogue One. Now I love Rogue One. Fucking fantastic. It's honestly probably I'll probably put it 4th because New Hope's classic. So I'll probably go Empire, Vengeance, New Hope, Rogue One. Better Return of the Jedi. I mean, people feel like you're crazy. Go watch Return of the Jedi again, man. Yeah, it's still amazing. And as a Star Wars fan, I still love it. But the thing you watch stuff, it's kind of hard to get through. Or the first half's kind of hard to get through. But But yeah, man, it was 5 seasons. I was like, it already didn't pique my interest much. I was like, man, I have to wait. I want to get invested with it. I didn't want to get invested with it and have to wait for 5 seasons. I'm like, ugh. And then finally, for years, everyone was telling me it's amazing. And then, with all the Star Wars hype, I'm hyped because Revenge of the Sith. Been rereading the comic books for the YouTube channel. So freaking good. The Star Wars comics right now are really good. Resurgence Day, Fortnite, like all this stuff happening. I was just like, and then I also found out that season 2 is gonna be the last season, and they condensed it in the 4-episode arc, the 3 episodes episodic, with the 4 arcs I mentioned, like what we talked about earlier. And I was like, you know what, I'm finally gonna watch it. And I waited for season 2 to end for me to binge all of Andor. And dude, it was just mind blowing. Season 2 is peak. It's peak. It's so good. I know I'm rambling more as a fan than as an analytic, trying to be analytic. But honestly, this is what comic came about. I'll get into the details and stuff when I want to and be maybe a critic or whatever. But I'm a fan first, goddammit. And I will freaking fan out before I do any criticism. Unless it's All-Star Batman and Robin. Fuck that book. But, yeah. It's so great. I think I still like season 1 more. Season 2 has to juggle a lot. They both juggle a lot, but season 1 I think is just that story. It's the first year, right? It's year 5. It's BBY 5. It's basically season 1. And it's just so damn good. I think it just shocked me. And it's been out for forever, but I still won't get into spoilers too much just because season 2 came out. I give you all that freaking courtesy. Go freaking watch it. What are you doing? There's a segment of season 1 that takes place in the Imperial prison. There's a surprise actor cameo, and it's just, damn, it's so good. It's so well handled. That's my favorite part of the entire show. Season 2 is amazing, and it leads right into, how Rogue One, the ending of Rogue One is literally the beginning of New Hope. That's what Andor is with Rogue One. The ending of Andor is the beginning of Rogue One, and it's just so good. So basically what I did was I binge watched all Andor, watched Rogue One, and then rewatched the original trilogy. It's all one freaking amazing package. And honestly, the Andor Season 1, Season 2, and Rogue One is the only Disney Star Wars trilogy I will acknowledge. And so it's great, man. And I don't really know what else to say except Star Wars is back. Let's hope we can keep this hype going. Let's hope Disney doesn't fuck up anymore. Just give the franchise to Dave Filoni full time. Get Kathleen Kennedy the fuck out of there, and just write good stuff, man. Just don't fuck it up. Let's keep the train going. Let's make good content. It's just Andor was that good, man, and check it out if you haven't gotten the time to. It's so good. It's gritty. It's down to earth. It's what I absolutely love about it is that it's not afraid to show. It's of all the Star Wars content out there, is the most like, this is war, and it shows that even the good guys have to make tough decisions, may not even do the right thing. That will they do it for the grander cause, right? But the bigger cause. But at the end of the day, it might not be the most humane thing to do, and it shows that even the good guys aren't afraid to make gritty decisions in the heat of battle, and in the heat of when tensions are rising, and willing to do some things that maybe aren't so, people wouldn't turn the other way or something. It's really good. It's gritty. And you know how I said earlier that Mandalorian is kind of like, it's just Star Wars? Well, Andor is very personal. It's very much like a character study. Not just Andor, but for multiple characters, especially Mon Mothma. This is just as much as her show as it is Andor's show, along with some other characters. And that's what I think just makes it so good, is it just focuses, in the great words of Robert Meyer Burnett, focus more on the character. I don't know, I'm fucking paraphrasing, but he says, he likes to say, for universe building, you can't just always just do universe building and lore. As much as that's amazing, you got to focus on your characters first, and everything else follows. If you just good writing and you focus on your characters first, gets attached, the universe stuff and all the world building will follow soon thereafter. Not saying that don't do that stuff. Do the world building. This wouldn't work. Andor is literally all world building. It wouldn't work without it. But it's just as much as a character study for all these for the variety of cast that's in the show. And that's what I feel like makes it stand out. But yeah, man, strugglers, go give Andor a watch. Star Wars is back. Go give it a watch, man. Just keep this hype going. All right, strugglers, don't forget to keep reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, keep reading, and get the pump. I'll see you later.